Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Haifatul Karimah, student ID 2511006. Here I will answer question given by Mr. Ahmad Burhanuddin as the examiner on the Comprehensive Study Program exam. First question, what is a teacher? My opinions, a teacher is more than just someone who teaches in front of the class. But they are mentors, inspirers, and friends to their students. They are someone who is always there for us, giving us advice and helping us grow into a better person. Okay, next question. Second question. List and explain the two main tasks of a teacher. A teacher's job is to teach. It means that they must be able to convey knowledge is in an interesting and understandable way to their students. Not just reading a book or writing on the blackboard, but also making the lesson fun and relevant to our daily life. Teachers are also in charge of education. This is more than just giving lessons in class. They must be able to instill positive values such as honesty, discipline, and responsibility. Teachers set an example for us on how to be a good and useful person. They should be able to help us develop strong character and personality so that we can be successful in the future. The next question, what is a lesson plan or a teaching modules? Explain its function and content. A teaching module is a learning planning document that contains learning steps and assessments as well as the media needed to achieve a learning objective. And its preparations is adjusted to the learning outcomes of the best or stage of learner development. Serves to assist and facilitate educator in carrying out learning to achieve learning objective and foster the dimension of the profile belajar Pancasila. So, the student can master the competencies aimed at learning outcomes at the end of the phase. The contents of the teaching module includes three main components. The first component has general information, including module identity, which contains name of the author or institution. It means who made the teaching modules. And then years of preparations. It means when the teaching module was created. And then school levels. It means for which level of education this teaching module is intended. And then subject, it means the subject covered. And then phase or grade, it means the phase or grade being targeted. And then time allocation, it means the estimated times needed to complete the module. Next is initial competencies. Prerequisite knowledge or skill that learners must have before starting learning. And then profile pelajar Pancasila. It means a dimension of the Pancasila learner profile relate to the content of the teaching modules such as faith, PC, independent, critical reasoning, and others. And next point is facilities and infrastructures. These are facilities and material needed to support the learning process. And then point next is target learners. Description of the characteristic of learners who are the target of the teaching modules, including ability level and special needs. And next point is learning model. The learning approach or method used such as face-to-face learning, distance learning, blended learning, project-based learning, uh, or inquiry-based learning. The second is the core component, which includes first number is learning objective, the formulation of abilities that students are expected to achieve after participating in learning. Second number is meaning understanding, informations Information about the benefit learners will gain from the learning or important concept they will understand. And number three is sparking questions. Questions that spark curiosity and encourage learning to think critically. And then number four is learning activities include introductory activities, core activities, and closing activities. And then number five is assessment. Assessments formative and summative assessments. The last component is the appendix, which contains first number. First number is learner worksheet or LKPT, tasks or activities that learners must do. And second numbers is teacher and learner reading materials, additional material relevant to the learning topics. And then third number is a glossary, a list of important terms and their definitions. And number four is bibliography, sources used in the preparations of the teaching modules. Question number four is list some learning methods that you know. Give an example of one that you did during your PPL. What I know is that there are many kinds of learning methods, includes methods, case study methods, group discussion methods, role play methods, project methods, and jigsaw methods. And these jigsaw methods that applied when I did my PPL yesterday. I divided students into a small group of 5 to 6 students. Then the representative of each group came forward to take the theme of the material, where the material I used by procedure text. Procedure text material for grade 7. And the theme is food. Each group discusses one food theme they get and make it into a complete procedure text without looking at the dictionary. In this case, students learn from each other and I only monitor and encourage students to work together. Okay, next question is name and explain some evaluation methods. Give an example that you did during your fieldwork. Okay, evaluation methods include first diagnostic evaluation, conducted before the activity begin to identify needs and prior knowledge. And second numbers is formative evaluation, conducted during the activity to provide feedback and aid improvement. And summative evaluation, conducted after the activity is completed to evaluate it, the final achievement. And then number four is process evaluation, focuses on the way the activity is conducted, including teaching methods and interactions. And five number is product evaluation, involved with assessing the concrete result of the activity, such as project, exam, or assignment. In my PPL yesterday, I used formative and summative evaluation. While students were working in groups, I conducted formative evaluation. At the times, some students were confused in applying the structure of word usage in writing procedure text. And there were some students who still like vocabulary memorizations. So I helped them in improving the explanation of the structure of procedure text writing and the meaning of the vocabulary in questions. And also conduct summative evaluation by checking a discussion, the result of student discussions together with students. This can be a reference to improve the writing of each student procedure text. And second question, question is what is meant by cognitive, motoric, and affective skills. Cognitive skill is related to the thinking process, such as the ability to remember, understand, analyze, evaluate, and include how a person acquires knowledge and processes information. Next, motoric skills are related to physical movement and body coordination, which includes gross motor skill such as jumping, throwing, and running, and fine motor skills such as writing and drawing. And then affective ability are related to feelings, emotion, attitude, and values, which includes how a person responds and values things. And then next question, list and explain for teacher competencies. Which one do you feel is lacking? What are your efforts to improve them? Number one, pedagogical competence. This is the teacher ability to manage learning. It means that teachers must be able to plan, implement, and evaluate the teaching process, the teaching and learning process. Second number is personality competence. This competency relates to the character and attitude of the teachers. Teachers are expected to have a personality that can be a good example for students. And social competence, the teacher ability to communicate and interact with others, both with students, parents, and the community. And teachers must be able to build good and harmonious relationship with all parties. The last, professional competence. Competencies relate to apa? To mastery of subject matter and self-development as a teacher. Teacher must continue to learn and improve their knowledge in order to provide quality lessons. Here I'm still lacking in professional competence. My efforts to improve are to continue learning and material that has already been taught. Because even though a teacher is already a teacher, it means that the teacher is already smart, but still has continued to learn in order to be more able to master the material. Okay, enough for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.